Hello everyone, Ceri the Crafter here, that's C-E-R-I the Crafter, and today we're here with something slightly different. I have Happy Mail. I don't normally get Happy Mail, and that's because I don't really make my address public. If anyone wants to get my address, you have to PM me and then I'll send it to you. If I feel that you're not spam or someone with ulterior motives, maybe it's me being a bit suspicious, but never mind, enough of that. We all have our choices. So this Happy Mail is from Charlene Sheeran. I can never say names. Forgive me, Charlene, I promise you. But this is Char from CharsCraftyShop on Etsy. So I will put a link to her shop. It will be down in that corner. There'll be a little V or a little read more in the description box. And I'll put a link through and go over, have a look. She has loads and loads and loads and loads of lovely products. All of them are handmade, and I'm sure you're familiar with Char from Gail Augustinelli, who uses lots of her products as well. So I'm going to all the bits of tape on this are purely me just being cautious with the dresses. So it didn't arrive like this. There was a declaration on the back which I took off because I don't want to share Char's details on mine. Now I'm going to use a knife. I always open my packages with knives. Basically, I find it faster and easier, although I'm very cautious to keep my blade quite short because I don't ever want to damage any of the contents inside. So let me just find out where the join is on this. Yeah, I'm very, very cautious. Now, I know what this is because the declaration told me. It's a journal, and I'm very excited about that. I do have a few other makers' journals. I mean, I've got a few of Gail's here. Anyway, needless to say, I've got some, but it's always lovely to see what other people do. Oh, look. Well, Charlene, you're a packaging queen, obviously. Let's put that to one side. Put the blade away so I can't cut myself with it. So let's see if I can just lift this out gently. There you go. Now, I'm going to be a bit cautious because I don't know whether there's a letter or a message in here. And if there is, I will just quickly take it out of the way. I'm sure I can see it already. Slip that out of the way. I just want to take a few seconds to read this. Right, give me a second. I'm just going to put you on pause because I've got a letter to read and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back again. Lovely letter from Charlene. Thank you so much. Love all your kind words. Wonderful one. Thank you. Now, Charlene saw one of my videos and within it she saw Idris. Idris is my dragon. I love dragons. Absolutely love dragons. I've owned Idris, gosh, I want to say maybe 20, 30 years. I think I bought him when I was in Chicago, living in Chicago, may I say. And I can tell you now, bringing him home in my luggage when I eventually relocated to this country was a bit of a task, but he was well worth it and I love him. And apparently Charlene did a little bit of background checking just to make sure I really did actually love dragons, which I obviously do, and she's used it as inspiration for the journal. So I'm excited to look at that, but let's put Idris down so he's safe. I hate to damage Idris more than he's already been damaged. Within the package, Char did send a couple of little things. I love these. I've seen Gail use these all the time, and I've actually tried making these, and I'm not very successful at making them. The little butterflies, and I know Char has these in her shop, and if you've seen Gail Augustinelli, she uses them all the time and they are fabulous. Thank you so much for sending those. They will be seen in the future. Now, I don't think I'm letting the cat out of the bag too much. I'm going to put my thumb across her email address just to make sure, but this is CharsCraftyShop on Etsy. Now, when you type it in, it could be the app I was on, which is the Etsy. I had to type it all as one word, CharsCraftyShop, and then it came up. But other than that, it's on Etsy, and as I said, I'll do my best to put the link in there. Horrible with links. So there you go. So let's have a look at this. I'm really excited about this. As I said, I don't get Happy Mail very often, and that's through my choice because I don't give my address up very often. So I shall be rescuing that off there and reusing that, and I always use tissue paper in my jelly art work, so that will get used as well. Fabulous, fabulous. Thank you for that. Okay, if I'd have known, I would have used this one for my Chicago trip. Okay, I'm going to just slip this off if you don't mind, Char. Oh, that's lovely. I wonder what digital this is. Is it a digital? It might be a digital. I'm loving this. Oh, I love the corners too. Can you see those? Hopefully this is it's really early morning. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning here, and I'm trying to film early because between about 8 o'clock and about 11 o'clock, the sun comes across my desk and I can't film. So it's either early in the morning or from lunchtime onwards. So I thought I'd do an early morning one here. Love those corners, Char. This is gorgeous. I'm a great lover of stained glass. I'm a great lover of like Tiffany glassware and stuff. So all of this really appeals to me. So let's have a look. Open up page 1. Dragons. Ooh. I'll lift it up and down as we go, guys. So a couple of journal cards. Wonder what this digital is. Char, I'll have to be messaging you on this one unless it's in here. I love these. That's absolutely gorgeous. This might. This is going to become a special journal. I can see the dragons. I love dragons. So have I said that before? Ooh, nice dragon eye. Ooh, nice dragon. Oh, he reminds me. Why do I feel I've read a book with that image in it? Love that dragon eye. Very, very special. I love that. And I like the way you've done the raggedy edge on that. That's lovely as well. Let's pop you in there. So I need to put you upwards so you can see the sky. Loving these pages. I wonder whether this is one of Char's digitals. I don't know. Obviously, we can all read that. I love that. I was being funny, by the way. I can't read that at all. Loving that. There's that paper again. There's another artist who does stuff like that, and I feel I should know the name, and I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I think you've had a glue moment. Yeah, that kind of. I love little booklets. I make little note booklets a lot in my journals because you'd be amazed how much you can actually write on one of these. And they're great because say you're going away and you're going to lunch, then you're going to the beach, and then you're going to see a film or something. These are great because this can break a whole day down into little sections. Love these things. I use them a lot. Another one of these. I'm loving this imagery. I love this as well. So hopefully you're getting that clear on screen. I'm doing my best. Char, this is a treasure. Thank you so much. Oh, okay, what's this that's upside down in here? Oh, they're just images. Oh, those are lovely. Well, might be attaching those to that page just to remind me. I love, how do I word this? I love things mythical. I love things magical. I mean, I like the imagery that comes with fairies, elves, gnomes, pixies, imps. I like the mythology behind some of the monsters and stuff you find within folklore or legends. It fascinates me. It absolutely fascinates me. I don't bring that much to my crafting, I must admit, although I do have a project I'm just about to start where I'm going to work with sort of some of the fairy type, elf type stuff within theme. I mean, I do make fairy houses and stuff like that. Just give me 1 second. It's probably going to be the worst way to see this, but as you can see, I do make fairy houses, and this was a fairy castle I made out of clay. It was one of my first attempts. I made this, when was this? 2019. So I do make stuff like this. I want to do more of it, and I want to try and find a way of actually doing it on screen with you guys as well. It's just tricky sometimes because I tend to work in an overhead, and that would take a side screen, and it's finding an area where I can do a side shot to make them. So there are plans to do it, guys, because I mean there are fairy houses behind me on shelves, and there's Toadstool Manor and things like that, or stuff I like to create three-dimensional, but I struggle when it comes to filming it, and it's one of the things this year I want to do. I want to make more of that because I enjoy the construction stuff. So as I said, this project I'm about to start is definitely three-dimensional, so there is one on its way, believe me. So anyway, back to this fabulous gift. Loving that. Ooh, is that a sack? It's a sack. I love sacks. Ooh, and blue is one of my favourite colours. Blue and red. Blue and red are my favourite colours. I like green, but it has to be the right sort of green. There you go. Love that. I always love having sacks in things or bags because it's a great way to recycle and reuse them. Some more goodies in here. I think I've just pulled out the one to put back in. Ooh, lots of stuff in here. Lovely. Oh, that's one I've seen. See, I love art like this because at first glance it just looks like a whole load of black and white and cream, but then you look into it and you see there's a couple or 3 dragons, or actually it's 4 dragons, 5 dragons, 6 dragons, 7 dragons. It's a nest of dragons, so you have to look into it, and I find that then that, oh, there's another one up there, it stimulates the mind to actually discover what else is in there. What is this one? There's another dragon. And another dragon. Another dragon. Is this one the right up? And a sleeping dragon. Well, it looks like it goes up with a sleeping dragon. So yeah, and obviously because I'm Welsh, not obviously, but because I'm Welsh, we have a dragon as our flag. So I was obviously born in the right country because of the dragon and my love of dragons. Let's pop that in there. Ooh, a little side, a little belly band. I'm guessing George and the dragon there. Let's slide you back in. Did that go sideways? Maybe that's how that went in. There you go. Loving that. Love all this symbology. I've been trying to create a digital that is my own version of like symbols and signs and stuff that can be used as a printable download. But I'm struggling with, it's almost as if I've got to create a new language of symbols to do it. So it's a personal challenge and I'll get it done one day, but I'm trying to do something along those lines at the moment as a digital myself. So it'll probably take me a year or two, I'm absolutely certain. So another one. I love the wing thing. Yeah, I'll have to know what this digital is. I don't want to assume it's one of Char's digitals. I'll have to do a bit of digging, or I'll have to drop Char an email or a message just to find out. This is beautiful. I love this colour scheme, that sort of almost patina. I like that tealish colour. Cute. Oh, stick it back in there. That's gorgeous again. Sorry, this is becoming a very self-indulgent video of mine, isn't it? I'm just talking about me and my stuff. I love that. I wish I could. There's a name. There's an artist who does this sort of stuff. And I can't remember the name of the artist. And I know at least 100 of you are going to tell me who the artist is, so I'm not going to worry about it. A little glassine bag. Okay, what is that? Oh, it's a sword. Oh, very Arthurian, King Arthur, and that's another one I like. I like the whole King Arthur legend. Is that coffee dyed? That may be coffee dyed. That's lovely. I never seem to get that much depth of contrast when I do coffee dye. Probably because I do coffee dye really quickly. It's a case of dip, dry, done. I love these. I'm going to have to work out what I'm going to use this one for. Because Char, I will use it. I probably... Oh, Char. Oh. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Dragons are absolutely... I love dragons, but dragonflies... I'm so pleased you put that in there. Thank you. Dragonflies are so precious to me. They always appear when I'm going through a hard period of my life, or I have a decision to make, or basically pivotal points in my life, dragonflies appear. Whether they are physical dragonflies, or whether, say I'm going to meet someone for a job interview, or a proposal for a TV show or something, and I'm nervous about it. I'm like, oh, is this going to go right? Is this the right decision? I can almost guarantee the person who's interviewing me will have a dragonfly somewhere on them. If it's meant to be, they'll either have dragonfly earrings, they'll have a dragonfly print on their blouse, they'll have a pendant, there'll be something, or if it's a man actually interviewing me, maybe the notebook he's taking notes in will actually have a dragonfly in it, or maybe there'll be a dragonfly on the office wall, or I'll see one when I'm driving to the interview or the business proposal. And when I've gone through some rough times emotionally in my life, dragonflies have always appeared. So thank you for that. That's gorgeous. That's more precious than I think you know, Charlene. But I love that it's in there. Because yes, it's not a dragon, but it's certainly a dragonfly. Thank you. Oh, we're at halfway mark. Oh, lovely. I love these little hints. I like things when sometimes when you get a journal can be overly decorated. I love it when the artist who makes the journal considers the fact that they created the journal, but you will own the journal. Therefore, they give you space to expand your own style within a journal and give you enough room to write within. And I love this. I love this. It's so, so beautiful. Oh, this is tuck, or is it? Let me just. Oh, it's an over the page. Just a sweet little paper clip over the top. I love that little bit. A little bit of interest. I'll put that on there because I don't want to damage it. There you go. Slip that under there. Sorry, I'm spinning this around. Hopefully it's not making anyone feel ill. Oh, it was an envelope. I didn't catch that. It's an upturned envelope. That's what you've done with the flap. Okay, thought that was another bag. It wasn't. It's an envelope. A little fold. What's on there? Oh, that's a nice little dragon. Sorry about the sniffing. I'm still getting over the chest infection, and bits are causing me to sneeze a lot and cough a lot. But I'm on the road to recovery. Thank you for all the private messages, by the way. Yes, I am fine. It wasn't COVID. I tested 3 times just to make sure it wasn't COVID. It wasn't COVID. I started with what I thought was a head cold. Then it went to a sinus infection. Then it went to my chest and I got a chest infection. It's been 2 weeks now of trying to cough disgusting stuff off my lungs. But I'm definitely on the mend now. Absolutely on the mend. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this. Actually, thinking about it, I always say it comes in important points in my life, dragonflies. Maybe this is a sign that my trip in 2 weeks for Chicago is going to go fine, because at the moment I'm really struggling with the paperwork that I've got to download and get into place, and maybe that's what that says to me, that it's going to be okay. So Char, I will take that as a sign for my trip to Chicago is going to be going really well. I do hope it does. I'm already getting anxiety moments worrying about the trip and all of the legalities at the airport, and that's oh, and then one of those fold downs. I love these things. Oh, it's in a glassine bag. Pop that in there. Open you up. Oh, that's lovely. I've already told you I love blue. I love this. You're definitely going to have to let me know where you got this from. I will use this. Excuse the sniffing, guys. I know it's not wonderful to hear sniffing. Why is there a wolf and a lion attacking a dragon? Oh, and a dog. They're never going to win. Absolutely never going to win. I can tell you, dragon will take those out. There's the other half of the bag. More imagery. Fabulous. I love this because it gives me options. Like I could mount those onto a tuck, onto a tag. I could make them into journal cards. It gives me options as I'm working through the journal that I can actually use these on. That's absolutely fabulous. Writing space, writing space. A couple of spare tags. Loving these. Very Arthurian, I think the word is, says he, pronouncing it probably incorrectly. I love that image. Char, this is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So thank you so much for this. And up to the end. Love that. Absolutely love it. I keep thinking that I wish I could invent a font for my computer so that I can actually invent a symbol that represents each letter of the alphabet and then save that font as software on my computer, and then I could just type whatever I wanted in it and it would come out like that. So I'm sure that's possible. It's just, it's not possible with my technical abilities. I'm loving it. Char, this is such a gift. Thank you so much. Where's that letter? I'll pop that in the back page so that I always know where that's from. Although no one's ever sent me a journal from, I'm going to have to fold that over slightly. No one's ever sent me a journal that's a dragon journal before, so I'm almost certain I'm going to remember it's from you. So I'll put a little bit of lace on there to hold it closed. Might get it back on there again. So Charlene, thank you so much, and it's absolutely glorious. I love this. Thank you so much. And guys, don't forget, Charlene's shop is CharsCraftyShop on Etsy. Remember, type CharsCraftyShop, all as one word, and it'll come up, because I found it didn't come up when I did it as Chars Space Crafty Space Shop. But my app, I don't know what's going on with my Etsy app. I don't know if anyone else is having problems, but sometimes I'll bring up a shop and it will say there is nothing listed. But then when you click on the shop, there's like 500 items in there, so I don't know what's going on with my app. So thank you so much for that. That is absolutely glorious. Thank you so much for the gift, and thank you so much for my little treasures. I'm going to be using those. You will see those come up. I will use those in a future video. I have nothing else to say. Thank you. I'm very, very touched, and just thank you. It's lovely, Char. I absolutely adore it, and I will use it when there's an event that I think is worthy of the journal to record it in. Let's put it that way. But I will see that. That's absolutely beautiful. And the dragonfly, yes, I think it's one of those events that maybe that's why the dragonfly's in there, because I'm struggling with the whole downloadable document thing for my trip to Chicago, and I don't do form filling well. Goodness knows I don't do form filling well. It stresses me out beyond belief. So, right. Where's my little sign gone? So, right, here we go. I'm going to close now before I get all wound up about things. Absolutely loved it, Char. Thank you so much. That is absolutely a precious gift, and it will go next to my other precious gifts from other sources like Gail Augustinelli, who I've got several of her journals here and love them all. So until next time, guys, make sure you check out Char's shop. Char's Crafty Shop has wonderful handmade stuff, and it's fabulous. Char, thank you once again. And from me, it's goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Ceri the Crafter, remember, Ceri the Crafter. Until next time.